Ladies and gentlemen, it is I, the Dreadhead Monster, sitting here with the coach, Smitty G. Weekend recap, episode 2. What's going on, coach?
What's going on?
Well, might as well start off with the disappointment of last night. Well, it was a lot of disappointment last night. Early morning. Team USA lost to Nigeria, 87-90. What you got to say about that, coach?
I really don't see no disappointment. Other countries in the world don't fear Team USA. Simple as that. Team USA came out there thinking they could just beat every team because they got a roster full of players that can just score 50 points. Nigeria came out there, played defense, rebound,
Team basketball.
Shot the 3-ball better, scored the ball better.
They was actually up by like 10, and then it just went downhill from there. Like you said, a lot of one-on-one basketball by like some people you would feel a lot of top basketball players in the world. And last night, or like you say, early this morning, it just didn't work. I mean, other teams are well equipped with NBA players. We saw this almost 10 years ago. One of my favorite teams was when Nocioni and all of them guys came over after they won the gold.
Argentina.
So, it's happened before. So, I'm just wondering, what it's going to take for us to, Smitty disagree with me, but I look at it like this. I don't see that we sending the best players of the world. Anytime you look at that roster and you got Kevin Love and, shout out to John Jenkins for making the team, but, his highlights, and, I even went to go check him out. He got highlights from 2018, 2019. That means, he really haven't played NBA basketball in almost maybe like a year and a half. It could be due to COVID. A lot of teams, probably didn't want to send, different players to the bubble. And, the Knicks didn't go to the bubble, the first time around. So, that was probably a, couple months taken away from his career. But, this can't be the best that we could send out.
Well, so, what player you talking about?
John Jenkins.
John Jenkins. For what team?
I don't even think he on the team right now. He playing for the USA.
Oh, you talking about the 19?
No.
Team USA?
No, he on a regular roster. Yeah.
Yeah, this roster for Team USA is
it's not the best that we could send out.
It got to be the best. It's the second tier outside. I mean, LeBron played 18 years.
I mean, you don't expect to send LeBron. Okay, you see what happened to Donovan Mitchell?
They consider he's not the best. He's not popularity enough.
I mean, he went down there.
He not popularity enough. He not first team NBA. Even though he had
some best. Of these guys ain't Jermani Grant. I mean, I see what you saying, but then when you look at this team, it's not like they making the popular decision.
They not making the real basketball player decision. They go come play the game of basketball. They making the players decision that everybody love in the world. We love to see Zach LaVine go out for a dunk. We love Jason Tatum love to go to the post and do his footwork and score the basketball. We love seeing Dane shoot from half court. We love seeing Kevin Durant just pull up and shoot and score the ball because he's 7 foot tall, because we never seen that before. But we don't love seeing players like the real Draymond Green out there playing defense, covering the whole floor.
He on the team.
He on the team, but they barely played him. He the only one playing defense. The world love.
He played 20 minutes.
Yeah, he the only one playing defense, though. He the only one rebound the ball.
I mean, I would think that's what you probably got Jermani out there for, or Jeremy, my bad. It just don't look like a good team to me. I mean,
it's the best in the world we got right now. It's the best.
Nah.
I mean, because you got to look at it. Every everybody player in the NBA right now that's outside of them is from a different country.
Well, you gotta look at it. Trey Young probably not going because of the injury. I don't know what
Trey
happened
Young
to.
would make a difference.
I don't know what happened to Donovan Mitchell. It's other players
Name them.
that you could send.
Name them.
As far as power forwards go, I mean, I believe Andre Drummond was down there.
Oh, my
I don't know
God.
what happened.
This Bob.
It's better than Kevin Love.
No, sir, man.
It's better than Kevin Love.
Jalen Rose already said why Kevin Love that. We all know why Kevin Love that.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I just say United States basketball players, all we do is Instagram ourselves and let it do.
But you can't make excuses. You can't make excuses for players that decline. You can't make excuses for that. You can't really twist nobody's arm and say, "Hey, you got to go over here and play," because they don't. And I mean, that's part of the problem.
Yeah, but we talking about. I know hate on Nigeria. Nigeria is great. They out there just playing the game basketball the right way. That's what they want. But I don't care who you name on the NBA roster, they should be better than Princess Achua and Vincent Edwards. And these players that's not even playing, getting no time in the NBA right now.
I mean, what it comes down to,
Zach LaVine.
What it comes down to is you can't just, and we done seen this before. You can't just throw talent together and expect to win, and sometimes that's what we do. I don't know if what happened to the whole Jerry Colangelo thing that was working. Mike Krzyzewski stepped down, so he's not coaching the team no more. Whatever they had working a few years ago with the plan where they, had players playing with each other over the summer and stuff like that and making an effort where U.S. basketball was important, I don't see the effort anymore. And it starts from, the selection of the players. It starts from the coaching. It starts with everybody. Like, you can't just go out there and say what the player's not doing or, it's one-on-one basketball. Yeah, we sent a lot of one-on-one basketball players in 2012, and somehow it ended up working.
Because they all play their role. In 2012, I was just looking at, you had Carmelo Anthony. He was the official scorer. LeBron James played hella for good defense, and all his baskets came off fast breaks. You had Kobe Bryant was the closer. You had D Wade was the leading rebounder and the perimeter, the stopper on the defense on the full court press. You had stars that played their role. These stars, these games right now, all they want to do is step back and shoot the three, and that's point blank, and that's terrible.
I mean, that's part of team development.
No team in the world. That's all team development, but just pointing out that it's terrible.
Now, I'm saying as far as whoever's putting this team together.
It don't matter what team you put out.
They know what you know what you putting out there. If you know what you see in 82 games.
Yeah, but
you know what you don't need for the team. You know what you need to win. Like I say, the effort starts at the top. The invitations, the declines, it do play a position.
You ain't named not one player that's deserving to be there that would help them beat Nigeria.
I would take Trey Young if healthy. I mean, I know Devin Booker is a part of the team, but due to the finals, he can't play right now. Chris Middleton is a part of the team, but due to the finals, he can't play right now. I'm not sure if Chris Paul would have won at all. Kyrie Irving is injured. I would take James Harden, because that's one of the better players that we do have, that don't mind passing the basketball. It's players out there that, maybe due to injury, maybe due to decline, and maybe due to other things that they got going on in the summertime. Anthony Davis, if healthy, I would prefer for him to be an Olympian.
We lose to Nigeria.
I don't think they would lose to Nigeria with those extra players.
Yeah, no, I ain't saying that, but we lose to Nigeria with a roster we have that everybody on that roster scored 50 in the NBA.
I mean, take a Marcus Smart.
They don't choose them. They want to grab who know how to score the ball instead of players who play defense. That's what I'm saying.
You want to go to your mock draft?
Mock draft. I ain't really gonna start on the mock draft right now. Just introduce the world to the top 3 prospects that's coming out.
Who you got?
Right now, Chad Cunningham. Chad Cunningham from the University of Oklahoma State. 6'7/6'8". Past first point guard. He really remind me of Grant Hill. You know, the guy can pass the ball, he can score, he can dunk, but he played the game at his own pace, and we really don't see that too much. You know, so Chad Cunningham is probably the best prospect in grab. Then number 2 is Jalen Green. Jalen Green skipped college to go to the NBA G League. Where he averaged 19 points in the NBA G League. Played with Jaren Jack, Bobby Brown, Amari Johnson. He played with a couple of players that played in the NBA, and they featured him to be the go-to guy. His NBA comparison to me, I'll get him as a high-ceiling Zach LaVine because he's a little bit more smoother than Zach.
Mm-hmm.
Then the 3rd top prospect in the draft that the world considers Evan Mosley. Evan Mosley from the University of USC, 6'10", modern-day big man. His NBA comparison to me, I see a lot of Chris Bosh in him.
That's not a bad comparison.
He can
a decent career.
He is 2021 Chris Bosh because he can cover the whole floor on defense and cover the paint. He can shoot the mid-range shot. He can shoot the 3. And I give him 2 or 3 years. You can get him a ball, and he can make dominant plays on the post, as he can do the jab, go left, jab, go right, and get to the basket. So those are the top 3 players in the, I want to introduce to you right now. But a question mark that should be in the top 3 is Jalen Suggs. I feel like Jalen Suggs is from University of Gonzaga. His NBA comparison to me is a 2021 Baron Davis. You know, that kid right there, he got the hops, he got the handles, but he got more leadership than Baron Davis had, and I think his IQ of basketball is high. So that's a question mark on him. So those 3 guys with a question mark with Jalen Suggs. So I had Chad Cunningham, Jalen Green, Evan Mosley, question mark, Jalen Suggs. Episode 3, I bring out 3 more guys, and I'll just do my draft for the top 5 picks that coming up.
All right. Appreciate that. What you think about some of these coaching changes?
It was breaking news today. Orlando Magic hired Jamal Mosley, assistant coach for Dallas Mavericks. I think that's a setup job, but the best job I feel like is Chauncey Billups. Chauncey Billups going to Portland Trail Blazers with the hire of Scott Burst as his top assistant coach.
Yeah, that just happened yesterday.
I like that move. I think him and Dane, if Dane stay.
That's the only thing I think is iffy about that job is taking a job not knowing if you get to keep your stock.
Yeah, if he get Dame to stay. You got Jason Kidd going to Dallas. I feel like that's why Jason Kidd turned down the interview to Portland because he already knew he had a job set up in Dallas. I think Rick Carlisle set that up before he got up out of there. You know, Rick Carlisle on the way to Indiana Pacers. Rick Carlisle played for the Indiana Pacers, got ties with the Indiana Pacers, assistant coach on the Larry Bird there.
It may be some uncertainty with that Dallas Maverick job with it. Like all the rumors of getting rid of Porzingis and Luka not being happy. Like, that may end up being a tough job to take, but I think I like Jason Kidd as a head coach.
Yeah. I don't really think that's to be a tough job. I really think they rolled the red carpet out for Jason Kidd. Like I said, Rick Carlisle advised him. Jason Kidd played for Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah, Mark Cuban. Won a championship.
Exactly. Dirk Nowitzki just got a special advisement role
in the front office.
Jason Terry got an assistant coaching job with. So it's all they bring that whole championship team to keep Luka happy. And they go do whatever they do, got to keep Luka happy, which they go get Chris Porzingis out of there because Chris.
They don't seem to be meshing.
Yeah, they ain't meshing. I talk about Rick Carlisle going to Indiana Pacers. I feel like that's a great. And like I said, he got ties with Larry Bird, played for Indiana Pacers. What you think about that move?
I don't know if it really do nothing for the development of the team. Like at some point, you need something that's gonna take you over the top, and even since the D Rose days, it's like Indiana been stuck. Like you just can't get over the hump, and I don't really think it's coaching. Like I don't think Rick Carlisle is the coach that take them to a championship.
Yeah. Some teams just, well, I take that back. The East is wide open. That Indiana Pacers got a better roster than the Atlanta Hawks. It's just, Indiana Pacers have been a playoff team when they had Nate McMillan.
Yeah.
So I do think coaching, that Indiana Pacers roster is nice.
Speaking of Nate McMillan, Atlanta did the smartest thing that they could do.
Lock him up. Nate McMillan, he was a big piece in that pick and roll offense he's established with Trae Young.
Yeah, I think, and even bringing up the Indiana thing, he got a raw deal there. A lot of injuries.
Yeah.
And, that kind of affects the team. Paul George went down a couple times. He was there throughout a few of those turnarounds of the team and was still taking them to the playoffs. Like,
yeah, Nate
McMillan is a pretty good coach.
Yeah, shout out to Nate.
I'm gonna mess this name up, but Ime
Udoka,
Boston Celtics.
Yeah.
Just seemed like another move to me that don't really do nothing for the team too much. And I mean, I want to see new coaches get opportunities, but it's like, what you gonna do for that roster? Like,
that's a great pickup.
It's a great pickup as a coach, but it's still like the roster is in limbo.
Yeah, shout out to him. Team Nigeria, played for Team Nigeria, played for Pop, got a ring, coach under Pop, coach under Brett Brown, coach up under Jason Kidd at the Brooklyn Nets. This move is great for Boston Celtics because he know how to control these young kids. He can talk to these young kids. And shout out, he got a beautiful life too, Nia Long too. Shout out, I see him doing this thing. But
all right, y'all. Look, with that being said, we're gonna take a break, and we'll be right back to wrap this up. Your ass funny as hell.
He do. Nia Long.
Nah, it's still recording. I just gave us some work real quick.
That's his wife though.
We only got
You heard me though? Nia Long, that's his wife. He got his beautiful wife. Shout out. How did it leak out?
Hi, Mike. All right, y'all. We are back. We'll do the couple hot topics we didn't get to. Rachel Nichols.
Okay, on Rachel.
Hot Mike got her kind of like talking about some things that she didn't like that was going on as far as ESPN's diversification and the boosting of the career of Maria Andrews, which, shout out to both. We don't have a problem with neither one, just getting that out there. But basically, and I might, I'll put the audio in so y'all could, hear it later. So I'll go in when we done with this and put actually what was said in. Got caught on a hot mic, which isn't fair. You think you done turned the Zoom off and it's still recording. I do that to a point, but you my man. I ain't finna put you out there saying no bullshit, as far as, nothing. A lot of people not like that. A lot of people be looking to try to really kind of catch you on your downfall, because before we look into what the problem was, What do anybody get out of putting this out here?
Man, I love Rachel. I don't know why they put it out there, but I feel where Rachel is coming from. She understand what's going on. She understand that ESPN really needed to jump and do a diversity thing because what's happening in the world at the time. And she put her hard work in, but she got caught at the wrong place, wrong time.
Really not the time for it.
There's really wasn't time for it. I mean, Maria Taylor is
I'm
great.
sorry, I messed up her name, Maria Taylor.
Maria Taylor is great what she do.
Phenomenal.
But Rachel, she have her own show, which is great. I love her show. I make sure I'll turn my phone off to get at home 2 o'clock to watch her show, The Jump. But NBA Finals, she felt like it shouldn't be diversity at the time when she been doing it. You not gonna tell, like she say, you not gonna tell Doris that, okay, we gonna put somebody here and they can do play-by-play announcing.
But we love Doris.
Yeah, but we love Rachel too. And at the moment, she felt like, no, this is me at the finals. This is my face at the finals right now.
Can I bring up something about Rachel?
Yes, bring. I love Rachel. Bring what you got to say about Rachel.
We love D Rose, right?
Ooh.
You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
She be unnecessary at times. I'm not sure if y'all remember, but the 50-point game.
Mm-hmm.
What she said about his redemption, what she said about the case, it was kind of her soapbox moment, but she took a swipe at one of our favorite people, not just players.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not going to talk about the case or none of that, but let's just say this isn't her first time being critical of our coaching.
Yeah.
So I do want to I'm not saying that she don't deserve a pass. I'm not saying what she said was cool. I ain't saying it's bad because at the end of the day, like you say, who wants somebody to take their job? This is my spot. I'm good at this. I don't want to do nothing else.
And she not saying that, okay, Maria Taylor is better than me. She deserves a job. I'm hating on her that she gonna take my job. She's saying that I'm good what I do. You just can't bump me off because what's happening in the world, and we want to put a diversity stage so you can make ESPN look good. That's all she was saying.
Yeah, and they do have a track record of not sticking up or standing up for black analysts.
And get back on Maria Taylor. Maria Taylor, she want that Stephen A. Smith money, and her contract coming up soon. So that was kind of a bad style on Rachel not letting her do the NBA Finals last year because that could have upped her money on her contract.
Woj called her not a team player. I love Woj. Shout out to Woj. Woj so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Sha'Carri Richardson in the Olympics. Suspended from the Olympics after failed marijuana test results. You want to go first?
I mean, rules is rules.
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
When do the rules... I don't think the rules deserve to change for one person. But just like you was just saying with the whole Rachel thing, the world is starting to diversify. I like what D Wade had to say. A lot of people, new money is coming in from cannabis.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people who do participate in making these rules. So if the rules have changed, so do the game rules need to change a bit. And I'm not saying that, you tell kids not to do drugs. You tell them throughout the process, it's going to be drug testing. So this is like it's nothing new, but when you're an adult, we talking about an adult here. We're not talking about a kid. We're not talking about even performing enhancing drugs. So I mean, which in a lot of the jokes was, if you can run that fast high, everybody can't do that. Babe Ruth played drunk. Pete Rose played drunk. I'm pretty sure a lot of our favorite NBA players have had some of their better games, maybe off a drink or maybe off a puff of weed, which is legal now. I don't know.
Yeah, Sha'Carri Richardson, I feel like she just made the wrong decision at the wrong time, but she human. Like she said, her mama passed. It's a mental thing. We in the world with a lot of mental illness, and she did the best thing she could do to relax her mind at the time.
There's a lot of worse things she could have did.
Yeah. And piggyback off what you said, a lot of people don't know, NBA disqualified drug tests this year. So the whole NBA was getting high this year. But in her case, she's going to the Olympics. And the Olympics do hard drug tests. I mean, I want to see her break the records because I know she could, but her time will come. Just keep training, your queen. Your time will come. Just don't make the same mistakes. You learn and you live.
Yeah, we support you. Hope you getting through everything you getting through mentally, emotionally. Hope you come back stronger.
Yeah, but don't forget about Michael Phelps. Went through the similar thing, but he still got to qualify.
Only thing about that is, and to clear that up a little bit, he was caught in a picture, drug tested, suspended, I believe, 9 months before, the whole thing. Before the whole thing. And I think hers was just because it was so close. Because I'm pretty sure, I think the Olympics start, another week.
Yeah, Michael Phelps. It happened around the same time. It's just white periods.
No, it didn't. It was like 9 months. I actually pulled it up for you and sent it to you because I actually went back and researched it. And then I don't even think it was the Olympics that he ended up swimming in. It was like the World Times or something like that. It wasn't quite the same shit. NBA playoffs. Well, let me correct that. NBA Finals.
Yeah, NBA Finals.
As we recording this, it's a game tonight. I'm gonna try to get this out as fast as I can. So right now, you got the Phoenix Suns up 2-0.
Yeah, Phoenix Suns out playing Milwaukee right now.
Game 1, you got Giannis came back, so
in game 1, Giannis was a little tender. I see Giannis tap the paint, just to test that knee out. Every time he tapped the paint, he passed the ball out. I was kind of disappointed that Milwaukee didn't match his intensity. The man was playing on a half extended knee. That's probably 80% going down and chasing blocks down like LeBron. Kudos to Giannis in game 1. Chris Middleton is an all-star off Giannis. Giannis made Chris Middleton an all-star.
Well, you know what? Chris Middleton had a pretty good game 1. Yeah. It was just they couldn't.
He had a pretty good game 1.
They couldn't match.
He played streaky. If everybody knows Chris Middleton get off in the third quarter, and most of his 29 points came from the third quarter to the fourth quarter.
Yeah, when they was fighting back, but it was kind of too late.
And like I said, Giannis made Chris Middleton an all-star, so we can't predict Chris Middleton to go out there and just drop 40 or be the man. Jrue Holiday got to play more better. You know what I'm saying?
On the other side of the ball, though, whole lot of 2-point jump shots and pits. Pick and roll basketball, middle of the flow free throw line jump shots.
Yeah.
And they looked good game 1.
Yeah, game one looked real good. I could see Devin Booker feeding off Chris Paul, because Chris Paul showing Devin Booker how to come in the mid range, slow down, draw the contact, pull up. Chris Paul gonna make Devin Booker the real Kobe. DeAndre Ayton had a good game one too. 22 points, 19 rebounds. Outplayed Brook Lopez. Like I said, Giannis playing on the 10 of the knee, so that's why he really had that. As in game two, as you see, it was the same story for Phoenix winning, but they couldn't stop Giannis.
No. But guess what? Once you take everything else away, that speaks to your streakiness right there. Chris Middleton.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just talk about the stats first. 11 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't gonna help.
Yeah, I mean,
Drew Holiday, he did have a better game, you scoring wise, but he was like 3-11 in the first quarter. Finished with 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists. Go across the other side of the ball before we get into, our kind of analysts of the game. Chris Paul, 23 points, 8 assists, 4 rebounds. Devin Booker, 31 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. Miles Bridges, 27.7 rebounds.
yeah, I like Miles Bridges.
I like Miles Bridges. And nobody expected that kind of game out of him.
What you talking about? This game as he played, or just his career right now?
No, just the game he played that game.
Okay, cool.
No, he's having a nice career. He plays this role. I would honestly say fourth best player on that team. Defends well, shoots the three.
You know you're a champion already, right? University of Illinois.
Yeah.
So he got the DNA. It's just he ain't popularity.
I would honestly say he's one of the up and coming stars of the NBA.
He's a Robert Irving. He's a legit role player that he gonna always come play hard.
Yeah, I think on that Phoenix Suns team he a little bit more. How do you see this ending?
I see Milwaukee come back winning the series in 7.
I got it 4-2 Suns way.
Milwaukee will win the next 2 games at home. They go figure it out. Giannis getting more trust in his knee. Chris Middleton go come back and play the next 4 games. He was streaky. He always do it. He do it like that. He had a great game 5 and 6 in Atlanta. Now he will have a bad 2 games. Then the next 4 games he'll have a great series after this. I got Milwaukee come back winning 7.
Suns in 6. Predictions for game 3 tonight?
Milwaukee win this one big. Milwaukee win at home. I'll say at least by a great 15 points tonight.
I got Milwaukee winning game 3 probably by like 6. So as always, we appreciate y'all for listening, and we now appreciate y'all for watching. We'll catch y'all next weekend. Till then, keep busy, stay safe, and we'll catch y'all next week. We out of here.
1. Yeah, Milwaukee will come back and win this series.
I got Chris Paul winning this ring.
Man, about to get hurt.